Now, working from home has become the new normal for many people over the last few weeks, and as we get used to our new work setting, gadget expert Colin Baker is along to show us some things that are sure to make working from home more comfortable. It's such a big change, isn't it, Colin? You know, it's
working
like
from home is
people
not.
have done it, but now it's like it's full time, really.
That's the thing. It's not a new concept, but it's a new concept for a lot of people. And there's a lot of people doing it, and there's a lot of people who are discombobulated. I've talked to people who are sitting at kitchen counters with 15-year-old laptops that they bought when they were in college, and they're sitting on stools for 6, 7, 8 hours a day. They're getting bad backs and stressed and anxious, and they're not productive. So
we'll talk about the equipment side of it in a moment, but obviously the whole area of video calling, conference videos, essentially talking to people remotely is such a hot topic, and there's loads of different apps and websites that do it, but we're going to look at Skype. So maybe for somebody who is not familiar, not an expert, how did they get started with it?
There's a number of applications. Skype is, of course, ubiquitous, and people know the word. A lot of people use it, but not everybody knows. Some people have a fear of it. I'll just use the phone. Skype is fantastic, obviously. You can see and hear the person, and it's much, much easier to communicate that way. It's also very easy to download. All you do is pop online, on your computer, on your phone, look up Skype on Google. It'll take you straight to the appropriate downloader. You click in there, and like downloading anything, you just follow through the natural course of events. Next, would you like to install Skype? Would you like to sign in if you've got an existing account, or would you like to add a new account? And of course, yes, it's another username and another password to remember. But of course, it connects straight into, if you have a webcam plugged into your computer, if you have a microphone on that webcam or in your computer. Most laptops have it already, and it'll pick up on those naturally. So it really is straightforward to do. And it actually, if you allow it, it'll go through your emails for contacts to make it even easier for you to find your friends and your relatives.
And you can browse through that and say, oh, I'll give such and such a tinkle.
I'll ignore them. I won't talk to them.
And just, you know, for people again who are completely unfamiliar with this, it's free to use if you're
Absolutely,
on
yeah, totally free to use. There is a methodology of dialing out as well and ringing mobiles and landlines from it as well. Mobiles, there is a charge, and you do have credit for that. But as I say, the normal use of Skype from computer to computer or device to device is totally free.
Right, let's get on to the gadgets and gizmos you have here. Very basic, fundamental one is this very impressive looking desk you have.
As I mentioned, there's a lot of people pulling out, you know, old desks from their shed or whatever, and they're kind of precariously sitting at the edge of the
Black
counter.
& Decker tool desk.
If you this unfortunately, this working from home, like, it's not going to be short-lived. We can see that, not only for the duration of the COVID-19, but also into the future, I would say as well. People are going to be more set up for this. So you do need appropriate desks, appropriate workspaces to make sure you're more productive, to make sure you're more comfortable. And you know what's really working here? The gaming fraternity have been doing this for years. Because typically when gaming, you're sitting at a desk for hours and hours. This desk, for example,
what's so good about this now?
But it's not just what's good about it. It's quite simple. It's robust, so doesn't need to be put together. It's not lightweight, so it doesn't tend to fall over or push around as you push against it. It has things like a headset holder on one side, a cup holder on the other side, cable management at the back, so it's just a little bit neater to put your cables through it, and it comes with little cable handlers, so again, everything's quite neat and you're not tripping over stuff. It's also quite robust and smooth, and it's at the right height as well, and it's adjustable. Just like thereabout, I think that's 199. Just like a good seat. If you are going to be sitting in position, offices are used to this and spend good money getting the right seating. This type of thing, again, from the gaming fraternity, it's €249.
Well, this is the thing. It's the future is going to be, you know, you're not just sitting at your kitchen on your kitchen chairs. You know, all this stuff has to be ergonomic.
Actually having a workspace.
And the monitor is another one. I mean, the laptop is fine, as you say, for the odd day work from home.
Laptop's great.
But people are really going to find that actually it's not a long-term solution. So tell us about this monitor.
I think people working from home move to laptops over the years, but the desktop is ultimately the ideal scenario because your keyboard is back a ways from the screen, and you can move it around to the right level and the right position. Your mouse is separate on a trackpad. This screen is a 21.5 inch, about a 22 inch viewable. They're low reflection, so you don't get that seeing your face in the screen as you do in some of the retail laptops. So it's much easier on the eye, and in terms of looking looking at a screen like this for hours on end. Obviously, you're encouraged to take breaks, but it still does cause that sort of wear and tear on the retina. This is about the best way of working with a computer
another
screen.
better long-term solution if you're going to be working from home. You have a webcam here now. Most laptops have webcams.
Most laptops
built
have
into them,
webcams, but desktops don't typically, because you've got a separate monitor, a separate computer, separate keyboard. I think that's 59 or 69 euro. That's typically what there's actually there's no webcams on the market at the moment. Nobody has them. Apparently laptops are the same. A lot of shops have run out of laptops, because if you think of China having been shut down for a period of time and production being shut down, so there's kind of a global shortage of a lot of these things, particularly given the increased demand. That webcam, I think it's about 60 euro. Typically webcams, look out for a webcam that does have a microphone built in and is HD, so you are getting a decent quality of picture.
Last couple of things, you're going to have to boost your Wi-Fi system if you've got, mom working in the kitchen, dad in the bedroom, kids and everywhere
Again, it was
else.
grand maybe a couple of years ago, but now there's increased demand on your Wi-Fi, and people say, it's not fast enough. It's all about making your Wi-Fi stronger in the house and the signal stronger. A system like this, about 129 euro, really easy for a novice to set up, and I do say that very cautiously. It really is. And there's 3 of them. One of them plugs into your existing router. You download an app on your phone and you put in the password for your Wi-Fi on the app, and it literally deploys the settings to all 3 of them. These don't have to be wired together. You can put one up in the bedroom, one out in the study,
all around the house,
one down in the sitting room, and it meshes the Wi-Fi. It covers the home with a sort of a dome of Wi-Fi.
Final thing then, I tell you what, just mention the Blueface phone system, because I know you want to talk about...
Well, look, also down to, I suppose, having your landline. So landlines in the office are absolutely normal. You have your landline number, your extension number. Blueface are an Irish success story of VoIP phones. So it uses internet technology rather than, very like Skype, I suppose. And it gives you the ability to take that landline home. So if you've got a landline out in the office here... Yeah, exactly. It's a lot cheaper, but you also get additional features, like if you're not at your desk here, it'll ring on your mobile, and there's no transfer costs. You just download an app.
That's invaluable. Yeah,
it also has voicemails that will email to you. Yeah, exactly.
Tell us about people who just want to find out some more of this information, or
Yeah, well, look, we've taken it on ourselves to deliver equipment overnight for free anywhere in Ireland. We've also set up for the elderly and isolated a helpline. Me and my brother have set it up, and it's just me and himself at the moment. We're just taking calls and returning calls at night. Older people who are isolated, can't use their technology properly, or a little bit fearful of it. Maybe they do have a laptop, but it's not set up right. So if there are any volunteers who are techie,
you're literally manning a helpline. Your techie friend?
My techie friend, and there's a phone number on the website there. And we only launched it last night, but I am mindful of the fact that a lot of people are a little bit fearful of this, but also the fact that technology at the moment, Tom, it's vitally important to keep us all connected.
It is, but it is quite simple when you explain by your good self. Thanks for that, Colin. Great stuff, as always.